Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a bake with me. I don't really know how this is gonna go. I mean, I know how the baking's gonna go, but I don't know how the filming of it's gonna go, but we'll see. This is Lizzie, our 14-year-old dog, my parents' 14-year-old dog. As you can probably see, I'm not in my apartment. I'm at my parents' house, and I'm here for the weekend, and I decided to bake. Big baker, I love to bake, always have, and our apartment kitchen isn't really conducive to like baking, so I usually only bake when I'm here. But I got my birthday present yesterday from my parents, which is a nice Cuisinart, my own stand mixer. This part comes off and gets me every time, but so I'm going to use this today. And today we are going to be making, it's basically like a mocha cupcake base with a little bit of espresso ganache filling and then espresso buttercream. So basically like chocolate and coffee and sweet. Should be really good. I've never made ganache before. It's pretty easy to make, it just sounds really fancy, but yeah, so it's something a little different, something I'm gonna try today. I'm just gonna show you guys what I do, and you guys are just, you know, hang out with me, maybe grab a snack. The recipe I got from chelsesweets.com. I'll have it linked down below because she deserves all the credit for this. I get all my recipes from her. It's all from scratch, which is great because I like it from scratch. I think it tastes better from scratch, but I get all my recipes from her. So I'll have her link down below. I found her on TikTok and whatever. And so if you see me looking over here, I always write down the recipes so I know what's going on. But I have everything kind of pre-measured out. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna make the cupcake base first, let those cook, and then bake, and then we're gonna come back, do the ganache, do the buttercream, and then assemble and do everything together. It's gonna be lots of fun. But anyways, I'm gonna put Lizzie down, and let's get into this. Okay, so we've got the oven starting and preheating at 350 degrees. I've also got a pan back there with the cupcake liners in them and everything. So we're gonna start off with a microwave safe bowl, right? And then, like I said, I have everything measured out. So I have 3/4. I always say 3/4, but it's not that. 3/4 a cup of whole milk. Just gonna pour this in here. And then 57 grams. So for this, I have like a kitchen scale and I measure it out on the kitchen scale. So then we've got 57 grams of dark chocolate. It's just like the dark chocolate like morsels from Nestle's Toll House. So we're gonna dump that in here. Okay, so now we've got the whole milk, the chocolate chips in a bowl, and then now we're just gonna take some instant espresso powder. I don't know. But then we're gonna do a tablespoon of that. Oh my gosh, that almost went, it got all over me. Oh, my white shirt. Okay, so we're gonna take a tablespoon of that. You got this little fancy thingy, what we were for that. Gonna tap that out. I don't really know. Dump that in there. So we're doing this way because it melts the espresso powder and gets it so it's all incorporated. So that's that. And then it says, heat until chocolate is melted. So we're gonna put this in the microwave and heat until chocolate is melted. Okay, so we put this, I reread the recipe, we put this in the microwave for a minute at power level 8 or like 80%. So now it says whisk together until all the ingredients or until the chocolate is all melted. Also says that it'll look a little bit separated, which is okay. I want to show you guys what this looks like, but I also just like don't have like 87 cameras to do this with. So I can't get the image that I want. I'm gonna put this mixture into this big bowl because we're about to add all of our dry ingredients. Okay, yeah, all the chocolate was melted. You can like see. The chocolate was melted, everyone. It's nothing stains. Okay, and then now I have to add, again, everything's pre-measured just to like save us the time. 98 grams. I put the grams down so I know when I'm measuring it out. I don't know the exact like cups of it and everything. Again, I'll have like the recipe link down below and our website link down below and you guys can find it. But all-purpose flour. Just gonna plop that in here. Then, what's next? Oh, granulated sugar, 150 grams. And then we've got the flour and then this cocoa I'm about to use are both sifted. Two, I should say, I've sifted them. 33 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder. This is the special Hershey's like dark cacao powder. I don't know. She recommends using it, so I use it. Okay, and then a half a teaspoon of baking soda. I'll check everything because I'm absolutely the type of person to like not think it through and just throw something in there. And then half a teaspoon of salt. I don't usually put exactly a half teaspoon of salt. I don't know, I don't like crazy amount of salt, but normally, but also this is my first time doing like a cocoa one. I usually do like chocolate or vanilla. We'll do that much because some fell out. And then we're just going to mix together until this is all combined. Oh my gosh, you guys look so chocolatey. Oh, there goes the oven. It's ready to go. Okay, now we are going to add 2 large room temp eggs. They're still a little bit cold, but these have been sitting out for maybe 45 minutes, so it's okay. So we're gonna put 2 of those in here. These are just jumbo eggs because that's what my mom had, was jumbo eggs, so we use what my mom has. Then we're gonna do 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. See, this part I didn't pre-measure because I had the whole milk in here. So I was like, that we're gonna have to wing on camera. Okay, vegetable oil, a teaspoon of white vinegar. I hate the smell of vinegar. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Bloop. Put that in there. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but the smell of white vinegar brings me back to like my high school like science classes. I don't know why it does. High school and middle school like science class labs. I just hate it. It's not like a pleasant scent for me. This is not something I enjoy to sniff in my free time. Okay, and then we're gonna whisk it all together. And then this is gonna be the mixture. I just like wanna make sure it's all mixed. I think these are air bubbles, so. Okay, so this is all mixed. I'm gonna move our little situation over here and we're gonna go and we're gonna put these in the cake pan. Okay, so now we have our cupcake tin. We've got 12 of them in here with little purple cupcake liners. Now I'm just gonna scoop this into here. I would normally use an ice cream scoop, but I cannot find our ice cream scoop at all. So I'm just gonna use like a big spoon, like a tablespoon. Okay, so that makes kind of a mess. They're not all even. But I'm gonna go put these in the oven for 18 to 19 minutes and then I'll come check back in with you guys. I'm gonna clean up everything, get everything clean and ready for the buttercream and the ganache we're gonna make later. But for now, put these in the oven and I'll check in with you guys later. The cupcakes are out of the oven. They're sitting on top of the stove now cooling. You guys will see later when we do like the design and everything of it. They are pretty uneven, unfortunately, just because I had to freehand it and I was just too lazy. But besides the point, right now we're gonna make our ganache so it can start to like cool and everything because we need cool for later. So first of all, I have how much? A half a cup of chocolate chips. Those dark chocolate chips are in this bowl. We're gonna take another microwave safe bowl and then we're gonna do 1/3 cup of heavy cream. And then how much espresso? 2 teaspoons of instant espresso powder. Should I do that? I'm just gonna kind of like stir it together. And we're just gonna like watch this in the microwave, while I do this. Okay, now it looks like it's gently bubbling. It looks pretty bubbly to me. We're gonna pour this over the chocolate chips. And it says, let it sit for a minute or two. Because this is supposed to melt the chocolate, is what we're trying to do right now. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. Hi there, Queen.
You filming?
Yeah, you can come in, I'll just edit it out.
Where? Oh, I didn't even see. What is that?
It's the ganache. It's gonna be the ganache.
Oh, it's not there yet?
Yeah.
Hey.
There we go, Lizzie. This is what we wanted. This is the texture we wanted. Okay, guys, so I just knew like the texture of ganache that I wanted, but I didn't really know how to get it, but I think I got it. It looks like this. Almost just looks like chocolate sauce. It's just like, you can kind of tell. It's like a little bit thicker. There we go. Now everything's melted. We're gonna let this sit at room temp so that it becomes scoopable. So we're just gonna let her be. And then now we're gonna move over into making the buttercream. Okay, now for the final baking part before we get into the cooking part. Like I said, our ganache is over to the side. It's just gonna get to like a room temp so it's more scoopable. It's already kind of there, but whatever. Now we're gonna make our espresso buttercream. So we've got my Cuisinart. So we're gonna take a stick of room temperature butter and we're just gonna jump it in here. Oh, I have you can't really see, but I have the paddle attachment on my Cuisinart, or if you have a KitchenAid or just any stand mixer, basically, is what this is. I don't know, I've always grown up calling them KitchenAid because my mom has like the KitchenAid stand mixer, so I've always just grown up calling it that. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna beat this. So the hard thing about this with buttercream is it's just a very big waiting game of like waiting for it to get to the texture you want it to be, where you need it to be. You guys know the vibes. It's also only one stick of butter, so it's not even that much butter. I'm getting like moved around. When I bake a cake and I make the buttercream for it, it's 4 sticks of butter. It's an entire box of unsalted butter. So then it's way easier to figure out whether you're at that smooth texture or not with it, because you can see it way easier, but with this it's a little bit harder. So now we're gonna take a little small bowl. How much am I doing? A teaspoon of vanilla extract and then 2 teaspoons of the instant espresso, and then we're gonna mix it together to dissolve the espresso so we don't have like chunks of espresso in our vanilla buttercream, and so the flavor evenly distributes across the entire. Guys, give me a second. I gotta check the recipe. I think I did something wrong here because it says until dissolved, but this shit's a paste. I did something wrong. Okay, you guys, I have done my research and everyone says that it's supposed to be like this, but nothing is dissolved. I don't know. We're just gonna dump this in. This might ruin it. I know this probably isn't really exciting, you guys, but I'm just trying to like get this done. So now we've got 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. I don't know where the fuck this little thing comes from all the time. And we're gonna 1/2 cup at a time. Just like. Drop it in and mix it. And this is what's gonna get us the thickness we want. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna put the rest of the powdered sugar in. I'm not gonna fill it all. And then when I come back, we'll go from there. Okay? Okay, you guys. So I'm back. The buttercream has been made. It's a little bit of a moment. I was just panicking. I've never used this stand mixer before either. This is my first time using it. But this is what it looks like. I'm just like so afraid that it's not gonna be enough. That is my fear. because I don't know if maybe like our other stand mixer is just like bigger or a smaller pan or something. I don't know. I don't know, you guys, and it is stressing me out a little bit, but the only thing I do have camera, I put in the rest of the powdered sugar, and then I added in a tablespoon of heavy cream to of room temp heavy cream, just to thin her out a little bit. So that's all I've done with her. So now this is done. We're just gonna go with it, you guys. We're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna go with it. We'll see what happens here. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but we're gonna do something that I don't like to do and I hate to do, and that's going with the flow. Okay, now it's time to get the cupcakes ready. So I don't have a little like 1-inch cookie cutter, so I am just going to freehand a nice little circle, right? And like kind of the middle of the cupcake. I'm just gonna scoop it out with a spoon. Oh, you guys, this is just a situation, isn't it? This is just like a moment. Okay guys, all of our cupcakes are now ganache filled. I have only this much icing, so we'll see how many cupcakes I can get done with this. Okay guys, so some of these came out good. I am going to make, I think, another batch of icing, of frosting, because it's not that hard to make, and just kind of send it. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'll check in with you guys like way later after I make another batch of frosting. Okay, you guys, bit of crises happened. Didn't have enough buttercream, remade some buttercream. Now we've got the rest. So I have this dark chocolate. It's from like the Lindt, like 70% cacao. It's like little chocolate bars they have that my dad really likes. So I took a piece of that and just shaved it down. And then that's the sprinkled top. And then we are done. I wish I could sit here and try it on camera and tell you guys what it's like, but I don't really eat what I bake, so I can't tell you guys. But I did have a little bit of the buttercream and it was good. It wasn't half bad. Had a little bit of the ganache. Actually, I had a little bit of everything like in their own pieces and they were all good. So I'll know what they'll be like together. But we've got them, ow, that hurt my nail. I've got like chocolate on my shirt, but we've got them all wrapped up. I've got them going to all different places to different people, but these are our cupcakes. Thank you so much for watching the video today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope, you saw the recipe and it was fun. I don't know. I just hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. I love to bake and it's just a fun time for me, even though in this video I did get a little bit stressed. It is still always a fun time for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it and making these cupcakes. And I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing night, whatever time it is around you. And like, comment, subscribe, please. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye-bye.